Dear students, how are you? Hopefully you all are doing well. This is Amit Saha, lecturer, Department of Mathematics, Milestone College. Today we are going to discuss about chapter 7.1 and 7.2. Especially we are talk about the basic part of the trigonometry. My dear students, if you have the very sound knowledge about the basic of the trigonometry, then you can do a lot of math on trigonometry as well as your differentiation and integration will be very easy. And from these all chapters generally comes one CQ for each exam. So this lecture is going to be a very effective lecture for you. Hopefully you will be beneficial. Okay, let's have a look our today's class. Dear students, according to our lesson plan, today we are going to discuss about basic part of the trigonometry. Do you know what's the meaning of trigonometry? Okay, let's have a look. What's the word of the trigonometry is? This is the word trigonometry. What does this word mean? That means actually it has compiling from three words, that is trigon and metry. That is, we are trying to focus on, here is tri or try, then gon and metry, and this metry word has come from our word metron. Okay, so here the meaning of tri or try is 3, gon means angle, and we all know that the word metron means what exactly? Measurement. So what does the trigonometry word means? That means that measurement of three angles. Measurement of three angles is the meaning of trigonometry. So my question is to you, from where we will get triangle? Exactly, we will get trigonometry or we will get three angles from a triangle. And there is 6 types of triangle, especially when we are thinking about two part. When we are thinking about the angle, we will get 3 types of triangle, and when we are thinking about the triangle about their side or the equality of the side, then we will get again 3 types of triangle. But at the case of, or at this branch of the trigonometry, we'll just think about one types of triangle, that is right angle triangle. That is, from here we'll get one types of triangle, that is right angle triangle. Right angle triangle. So our all discussion will be from the right angle triangle when we talk about trigonometry. Clear? Okay, so let's have a look the properties of the right angle triangle. So our discussion topic is right angle triangle, because here is we are talking about a very special branch of geometry named trigonometry. Okay, so what the right angle triangle looks like? It can be like this, isn't it? And in this part we know this angle is 90-degree angle, and there is 2 other angle, and these 2 angle must be an acute angle, isn't it? Okay, so can we tell me that what is the base, hypotenuse and height from here? Exactly, we can say that this side is nothing but the what? Hypotenuse, hypotenuse. This word is nothing but the hypotenuse. So what about the others? If we are thinking this is our resultant angle, or we are thinking about this angle, then this side must be base and this side must be height. Someone may call that this is the side of the adjacent side and this is the side named what? Opposite side. Why? Because this angle actually remains the adjacent to this side, that's why this is the adjacent side and this side is the opposite of this angle, that's why this is called the opposite side. And there is another name of it, that is perpendicular also. Okay, so you may just think about the name of this side very easily when we are thinking about. So we have a conclusion about that, and the conclusion is when we are thinking about opposite side of 90 degree is what? Opposite side of 90 degree. Opposite side of 90 degree is named as hypotenuse, and opposite side of the angle is of the resultant angle is height or opposite, height or opposite, or you can say that perpendicular. Perpendicular. Okay, so I think, my dear students, you can understand the side which is respect to this angle will be what. Okay, from here one thing again we need to understand, that is if the angle is not here, if this angle remains here, then it should have to be reversed, that is it will go at this part and it have to go for that part, because when we are thinking about this angle, then this will be our base or what? Adjacent, and this side should be height or opposite. Okay, now at the case of this part we have the 6 trigonometric ratios, and 6 trigonometric ratios are what? Sine, since here is theta, so you can write theta, cos theta, tan theta, cosec theta, sec theta, and cot theta. And I know that you have already known what is the basic relationship between this or among these ratios. We have already learned from class 9. Okay, now move on to other part. So dear students, here I have given a example problem to understand the angle and side relationship of a right angle triangle. Okay, now say for example here is given, if tan theta equal 5/12, sine negative, find the value of sine theta plus cos of minus theta, sec of minus theta plus tan theta. Okay, our solution can be like this. Say for example our right angle triangle is looks like this, and where our right angle is must be here, but here a tricky fact I wanted to go for, that is, say for example that is the theta. If our theta exists in this place, then what should be our height and what should be our base? Exactly, this part should be the height and this is base. And since this is the opposite side of the right angle triangle or right angle, that's why this must be hypotenuse. Okay, so here is given tan theta equal 5 by 12. That means we know a formula, that is tan theta equal height divided by base, isn't it? So tan theta equal height by base, that means our height here is given 5 and base here is given 12. So what's the value for hypotenuse? From Pythagoras theorem we know that is hypotenuse square equals to height square plus base square, and if we calculate on that part, that will be looks like 12 square plus 5 square, which will be approximately 13. Okay, so our hypotenuse is also here. So we already got 3 of the sides of a right angle triangle, that is base, height and hypotenuse. Now let's move on to our math. Here is given sin theta plus cos of minus theta, sec of minus theta into tan theta. So here, do you know what's the value of sin theta? We can write here from the figure, or by the help of this figure, sin theta should be what? Height by hypotenuse, isn't it? So the value for sin theta should be height by hypotenuse. That would be 5 divided by 13, because 5 is our height and hypotenuse 13. So it should be 5 by 13. But here question says our sin theta is negative. So this must be negative. Okay. Now cos of minus theta, just we want to go for the cos theta first. What about cos theta? The value for cos theta is what? We know a formula, that is cos theta equal base by hypotenuse, that must be 12 by 13. 12 by 13. But one question is, since tan theta is positive, so and sin theta is negative, so what will be our cos theta? Exactly, negative. Obviously it should be negative. But why? If you can't understand, for you we have a formula, sin theta equal tan theta equal sin theta divided by cos theta. Since here our tan theta is positive, sin theta is negative, so cos theta must be negative, so that we get a value of tan theta is positive. Okay, now sec theta. What's the value for sec theta? We know that there is an inverse relationship between cos and sec, so the value of cos theta, sec theta should be the inverse of cos theta, that is 13 by 12, since here was minus and here must be given a minus. Okay, and tan theta is also given. So dear students, from this part we already got all of this, that is we know the value of sin theta, we know the value of cos theta, we know the value of tan theta, sec theta and tan theta is already given. So now how we can find out the value of it? Just putting all the value in here. Okay, so here given expression, what is given? Here is given sin theta plus cos of minus theta divided by sec of minus theta plus tan theta. Here we can write from here sin theta plus, we know that cos of minus theta equal cos theta. If you don't know why cos of minus theta is cos theta, then in this lecture I will make you clear that why cos or sec of minus theta is cos theta or sec theta. Okay, now we have this formula, that is cos of minus theta is cos theta, sec of minus theta is sec theta plus tan theta. Now just putting the value of it here. So if we putting the value of sin theta here, that will be 5 by 13, cos theta should be minus 12 by 13, sec theta should be minus 13 by 12, tan theta is 5 by 12. By using calculator, if we calculate this, then we'll get a value that is 51 divided by 26. I know that these types of calculation is very much easier for you and you can do that, but I have actually taken this problem because of your basic strongness, or I wanted to show that how much basic you have about the side versus angle part in the trigonometry part. Okay, let's move on to our another basic part in here, that is quadrant part. So quadrant part, here we know that there is 4 quadrant. If we are going for this types of part, this is a quadrant, this is the another, this is, and this is, but here is called the first quadrant, this has been named as second quadrant, this is the third quadrant, and it should be the fourth quadrant. And do you know in which ratio are positive in which quadrant? Exactly, I know that you know, that is here all positive are in here. Here is sine positive, here is tan positive, here is cos positive. Exactly, the inverse ratio are also positive, the respective part, that is here is cosec is also positive in here, here is cot positive, here is sec positive. So this is the first quadrant, second quadrant, third quadrant, fourth quadrant. I think you know the range of here to here is 90, this part to this part is again 90, this part and this part are also 90, and total part is 360. That means if we are considering a circle and if we just make it 4 part, so it should be the 4 quadrant. So here every part has created the angle of 90 degree, and here the rotation should be the anti-clockwise if we get the positive value. So when it is going for the anti-clockwise, then the angle will be given the positive angle, but here if the angle goes to this clockwise, then it will give the negative angle. Okay, from here now I wanted to discuss why we are talking about these parts, because we know already that is, say for example, sine 60 degree value equal what. If I am going for the question to you, then we'll go, it should be root 3 by 2. But if I question to you what is the value for 3360, then you will be just tensed. And how and why we'll go for these types of problem? What is the real positive to find out these types of problem? For that we are going for this quadrant part. Okay, I think you have a basic knowledge we have completed from your SSC part, but I wanted to go for again, please make this concept clear, because this is the very important part for your trigonometry section. Okay, if we are going for these types of problem, then how we can solve this part? To solve this, we have a formula. We have to memorize a formula. Actually 2 formula. Okay, here I have written 2 formula for you. That is, if odd multiple of pi by 2, then ratio will change, and if even multiple of pi by 2, then ratio will not change. What I am actually talking about, for make you understand, I wanted to go for a example. Sec minus 1050 degree. What is the value of sec 1050 degree? I have already told you that sec of minus theta and cos of minus theta are sec theta and cos theta. But others, if we are going for the others ratio, say for example sine of minus theta, that was minus sine theta, or tan of minus theta, that was also given minus tan theta. But why? What's the reason to give sec of minus theta is positive sec theta and cos of minus theta is positive cos theta? I think you can understand, because actually sec of minus theta can be written as like this: sec of minus theta equals to actually sec of 0 degree minus theta. Okay, so I have already told you that this is the place where we are starting for. So here 0 degree minus theta, that means actually from here it actually come in this part, because I have already told you when a rotation is like this, then we'll get the positive angle, but if any angle come this word, then we'll get the negative angle. Since here is sign of sec of minus theta, that means sec of 0 degree minus theta, and this is the place where we are considering that we'll start from here, and that's why it is called first quadrant. That's why this is sec of 0 degree minus theta. So 0 degree minus theta, that means this ratio actually remain in fourth quadrant, and fourth quadrant is cos and sec are positive. Since sec and cos are positive in here, that's why these two are positive. But others, all the angles or ratios must be negative, because they have the another place where they are positive. Clear? So that is why here sec of minus theta equal plus sec theta and cos of minus theta equal plus cos theta. Okay, now I wanted to go for this problem solutions. So here sec of minus theta can be written as sec theta first, then 1050 can be written as what? Sec of 12 into 90 minus 30 degree, then we'll get 1050. Just you should have to divide 1050 divide 90, then you will get 12 point something or something like that. Then you will just, if we go for 12 into 90, then it should be, I think, 1080, and just subtract by 30, then we will get this. Okay, now here another thing I have to say, that is pi by 2, it is actually 90 degree, pi by 2, this is actually 90 degree. So what was our formula? Formula was even multiple of 90. If we get that, then ratio should not be changed, ratio will not change, so it should be, ratio will be remain same, so sec will remain same, so it should be sec of theta, that is sec of 30 degree. Now question is this negative or not? To understand that this is negative or not, we have a calculation. Which types of calculation? Here, from here, so here from this part to this part, this is the 90 degree, 180 degree, 270 degree and 360. That means 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 minus something, that means it actually remains here. So this is the place actually this angle remains, I mean this angle remains in the fourth quadrant. So can you tell me who is the owner of this fourth quadrant, or who is positive in this here? It is cos and sec, that's why it should be given the positive value. So sec 30 equal what? We know cos 30 is root 3 by 2, so sec 30 should be 2 by root over 3. That is the answer of it. Okay, so here this is the another example for you to make you more comfortable and understand. Cosec of minus theta, what is the value of the cosec of minus theta? Can anyone tell me? Cosec of minus theta, that must be minus cosec theta, because cosec of minus theta, that means this part actually lie in the fourth quadrant, but in fourth quadrant only cos and sec are positive and others all are negative. That's why cosec of minus theta is minus cosec theta. Okay, so cosec of minus theta must have to be minus cosec theta. Okay, so what about 1125? So 1125, if here is given, then we can say it also 12 into 90, that is 1080. If we are going for it, then we'll get 1080, plus if we are going for 45, then we'll get the value of 1125 degree. Okay, so now minus cosec of 12, here was given what? The even multiple of 90 degree, that's why the ratio will not change. Even multiple of 90 degrees, so it should not be changed. So we can write cosec will be remain same, cosec theta, so cosec 45 degree. Now we have to see that this is the negative or positive. So where 12 into 90 is there, 12 into 90, that is from here to here 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12, that means here, plus 45, that means it goes here. I mean it goes the first quadrant, and we know first quadrant is all the ratios are positive, so it obviously give a positive value. Since there is already negative, so plus minus it should be minus. So here should be minus. What is the value for cosec 45? We know the sine 45 is 1 by root over 2, so cosec 45 must be root over 2. Clear? So dear students, now this is the another type of actually another example for these types of problem. If any question like this, then what will be the solution of it? Okay, maybe these types of problem is very much problematic to you, but don't worry, we have to write this first in another way. That is, it can be written as tan 5 into pi by 2 minus 19 pi by 3, isn't it? I have already told you that if pi by 2 or the odd multiple of pi by 2, then ratio will obviously change. Odd multiple of pi by 2, then ratio will change. So tan should be changed with what? We know that is cot. So cot 19 pi by 3. Now we need to see that is this negative or positive. Okay, pi by 2, that should be cos 19 pi by 3. Here pi by 2 should be multiplied with 5. So 1 2 3 4 5, and from here there will give some negative values. That's why it should be positive first. Okay, then we can write, we are just calculation about up to this part. We can write it like this way: cot pi by 3 can be going that word, and here if we are going for pi, then think about that how many multiple, if we multiply in here, then we'll get 19 pi. If we multiply here 6, then 6 into 3 18 pi plus pi, that should be 19 pi. So every time from the actually lower class you have done these types of problem by going LCM, you have got that, but now you have to the back calculation. You have the value, you have to go for the previous LCM term, that is 6 pi plus pi by 3. How? First pi by 3, then multiply with these two, then going for the LCM, you will got that. But here what actually coming here? Here is pi and the even multiple of pi by 2, these are the same. Why? Because we know actually pi is nothing but the 2 into pi by 2, isn't it? Pi is nothing but the 2 into pi by 2. So here the even multiple of pi by 2 or any multiple of pi. What? Even multiple of pi by 2 or any multiple of pi. If that, then ratio will not sense. So it should be cot pi by 3. Cot pi by 3. Okay, I am writing here cot pi by 3. If here it is cot pi by 3, then it is positive or negative. Okay, 6 pi. So we have to going for the calculation pi directly. That was pi by 2 and that was also pi by 2, and we have already known that pi is 2 into pi by 2. So all this time is pi. Okay, how many pi is there? 6. So 1 pi, 2 pi, 3 pi, 4 pi, 5 pi, 6 pi. Here is 6 pi plus something. So we have the first quadrant, and since this is first quadrant, so we'll get obviously a positive value. So cot of pi by 3. What is the value of pi by 3? We know that pi is nothing but the 180. Pi is nothing but the 180. So 180 by 3, that is 60 degree. Okay, 60 degree. So what is cot 60 degree? Okay, what is tan 60 degree? Tan 60 degree is root over 3. So cot 60 degree must have to be 1 by root over 3, isn't it? So dear students, up to this part, actually this is the end of this lecture. Our next lecture will be totally the basic of your advanced level maths, that is chapter 7.2 to the other chapters, which will be very important. Please go through these types of problems. All the maths should be solved by yourself at home. If you do that, then hopefully you have a very sound knowledge and you have a very sound basic on the trigonometry. Hopefully this lecture is very beneficial. Thank you. Stay home or remain safe. Thank you.